Test, test. All right, there we go. Yo. Yo, yo. Everything is basically in the middle right now. I'm only going to trade something kind of at a little bit of an extreme. This is obviously coming down. Trading right now is stupid. I'll probably have to wait for a little bit. 7:41 Eastern. We have to wait for some volume to kick in. Right now, literally everything is right down the middle. Zero volume. Definitely cannot force a trade here just to lose my ass. This definitely went up and tested this on the 1 hour and it's coming back down. But is it just coming back down to here with no volume, or here? Yeah. Come back up to here. Didn't even hit anything. Just turning back around. Would it hit this? Jesus. What is that? Whoa. There is nothing to trade yet. Bitcoin trading at? Shit, keep doing that. That candle can't even push above the other green candle. Gotta wait until the candle closes though. Everybody trading right now is looking for a signal. Everybody trading is just like me, and they are just looking for some level of confirmation. There you go. Nice. 8 p.m. It's got to break out. Literally, it's got to break out here under that to be anything. There it goes. Minutes left on that candle. Doesn't look like it's making it up. Just do one micro mini. It's a lot of volume, but I can't tell if it's sell volume. Small money. This thing's gonna come all the way back up and take the stop loss. Nope. I'm at 639. So we'll do oops. Do 599. Around at 639. Yeah, I'll just do 599. I'll do 40 points. That thing can't make it back up the ladder. We'll see. It's got 4 minutes to fuck with our heads. We're just gonna consolidate here for 6 hours. Take my stop loss out. The long-term move is up, but I'm just looking at the 5 minute, so lots of ups and downs before the big move. This is actually a change of character because it was downward all day, and then this is a higher high. This is the first higher high than this, and then this is higher, so this may go up even higher. So I don't even know why I sold it. Reach. down. Still in the middle, so I don't even really want to take a trade. Like, didn't make it out of any range at all in that APM. This change of character shows me that basically it's going to come back down. This is a big up, so come back down to half this, and then probably try to bounce. These are where I marked buys. It's in a buy technical, so. Yeah, look, it can't even make it down past 38 seconds left. Let's see if it does something. Nope. Just all of this consolidation is probably slowing it down. Definitely breaking a little lower though, the higher time frames. Shit is. Ooh. This is flag, dude. This is just waiting to go up. But needs to slingshot down a little bit more. I think at 9 o'clock it's gonna be at a level where hopefully it turns around a little bit. 8 o'clock's either gonna I mean, it is coming down, so you could potentially make some money there, but it's so jittery. Because basically it's just consolidating or, you know, getting into a fair value. Ooh, silver. It's been on an upward trend. But why is this one like this? Why did this do this? Oh, that was at 8 o'clock. Wow. Look at that. That's serious. And that was just 4 minutes ago. Thing blew up. Mm-hmm. There we go. So I'm glad I got out. Every little thing can tell you it's going up. Just even the bottom of these are going up slightly. It's going up from back here. Nice. Ooh, that retested. That's been going up since here. So this whole move here. 64.90. I mean, it's like 20 points. This is so zoomed in. These are the smallest candles. These are like little incy, tiny. Like, let's look at some bigger candles. Here's one. This is today in the morning, 9:40, 9:30. These candles. So these are just regular size candles. All these are just nothing. The problem with buying here is you're just scalping because you have to. I mean, your move maybe 10 points, 20 points. That's it. And you get it on the wrong side of that, you have to take a loss for no reason, even if you're only in, a couple bucks. All right, so I know nobody's watching, but I'll just say this. So the MACD I'm using down here, and the RSI I'm using here, which I know this is like old fogey shit. It's not order flow, but essentially what I'm looking for is where the elasticity is. It's like a rubber band. Like if it's traveling upward, the the faster or the harder it's down, the quicker it's going to go back up. So you're looking for that elasticity. So you're looking to sell it when the RSI is up here. You're looking to buy it when the RSI is down here. Like you're looking to buy it when it's around the 30. And that's the MA. Like you want the yellow line to be pointing down, and then you want the RSI, which is like the purple line here, to jump way down and then come back up through the MA. But anyways, when it's up here, even just the purple line, even if you're just looking at the purple line, like screw the yellow line, the RSI, when it's up here at 70, it's a good time to sell. When it's down here at 30, it's a good time to buy. But other things should line up too. And when other things line up, that's when you make your money. So like if your trend line lines up to that, if you know it's in a red fair value gap and it's coming down, or a green one and it looks like it's coming up, those are all good. So when I see these moves up, I don't think, oh, I missed it. I think, oh, okay, the quicker it goes up now, the quicker it's going to get to my 70 up here. My MACD is basically here, and I'll show you. So what I look for is a fall off. So these are up, and then this first white candle shows me that it's starting to fall off. But my RSI isn't really lining up here. So let's go down. So now we have a downward. So this green starts falling off, and now it's going to red, and you can see the candles falling here with the like dotted line. So it's going down, 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 down. Then we get our first green candle here, which is this candle. And we show here that our RSI is all the way at the bottom. So that's good, but I still show that I'm in these red candles here. And I know this is like a lot of confluences. I'm burping in the mic. But essentially, when I see this, I know, okay, I'm looking for a green light now. So I see that this is in a sell position. This candle closes in red. This candle closes in green, but it doesn't get past this candle. These two come back down. Then I get my white candle here. I show that this is passing up through the MA, that the RSI is passing up through this yellow line, and it was just here at the bottom. And then I get my white candle here. I see that it was just down at the bottom, so that's a buy signal. Then when I get this green one that engulfs the rest of these, this little consolidation here, and it closes, that's typically where I would put my buy in right there. Okay, and I mean, if you're buying a lot, it's fine. Like, let's say you're buying, I don't know, 4 contracts. I don't want to do too many. And you don't want to like go right up to the top because you're probably not going to do that. But, you know, you're making $500. I usually, like, when in slow sideways markets, I literally only try to score 40 points, and I'll put my stop loss at 20 points. So if I'm here, I'm at 29,585. What is that? 695, 605, 615, 625. Okay. So I'm literally probably just going to take profit here, or I'll trail with my stop loss. So I'm gonna make 350 or something like that. Thanks for the follow. I have 1 follower. Maybe I have 3. Oh no, this guy's definitely a bot. Thanks, buddy. So this right here, this is weak. Nothing passed up past this. You can really follow the candles closely. You can just trade candles. And it's kind of fun because you're really more of a market maker. But you see, like, this green candle overtook this one. So you wait for this one to retest. It retested right back to the candle block, and then it goes up. Okay, so that's good. So we got a nice upward movement here. 3 candles so far. But because I'm not in, right, I made my $18 whatever on that one trade that I didn't even really want to take. I was just doing it. Okay, so now we're looking at this bypassing this, which is great. But to me, I'm not looking for a buy right now. I mean, this isn't a buy market, but I really think this might be a sell. I don't feel like this was a good enough consolidation down here. So none of these points are realistic to me right now. Like, I don't think this was a good bottom. So what I'm doing with these red lines, I think I have a 30-minute fair value gap set up. So even though I'm in the 5-minute, I'm looking at where the 30-minute fair value gap. Let me look at the 1 hour. So that's the 1 hour. Very similar. This one's a little lower. RSI is right around 60. I'm looking for it to get up to 70 or higher to maybe get in on a sell. Little did I know that's where I should have just kept my buy in there. Or no, I was shorting there, wasn't I? I was shorting, so there, I'm glad I took profit. That's right. I was shorting there. You don't want to get into a trade late. You just want to get into the next trade. Again, RSI is not reaching any peaks. So even if this travels back down, I don't really know if I want to catch it. And honestly, it broke above here, so it might just be retesting for a second, and then it's going to shoot up more. Where is it going to shoot up to, though? What I always like to do is look at these big arcs here, and I find like the biggest wick candle, and it's usually like right in the middle somewhere, like this pump candle here. That a decent amount of volume. This had volume. That was decent. I guess this candle had the most volume. I don't know. I usually look at the lowest one, but who knows? The green candle going up, that one really turns it around. I don't know. Somewhere here it's going to bounce, go back down. Could be before that, but what it may do if I put on my... Let me go back to the 1 hour. All right. So it's going to go all the way past this. And then there might be a little downward momentum, but I'd really rather catch this on the way up. So let's say that this goes up, creates a nice fair value gap. Then I'm going to wait to retest it and continue up. Because this went down all day today, but this shows a change of character here. So, see, this is a big change of character. It's a nice big up. But it's all set on this downtrend. So the sky is right here right now. Like it can shoot up, but it's got a lot. And really, we're in even a huger downtrend. Like if I go to this level, you can see we have this downtrend. So we are right here. I can see that this might, it's kind of coming across here. Look at this little trend line. It's not even worth it. So all this movement is really just right here. But when you look at it like this on a 4 hour, it's like nothing. And we're in a downtrend. It's a nice uptrend and a downtrend. We got to break through 31. See, on a 4 hour, when I look at the MACD and I see a white line here, that shows me that the sell-off is ending and people are going to start buying. But this candle doesn't end for an hour and 30 minutes on the 4 hour. What do we got here? 30 minutes on this. And this is showing green too. It like shows that the sell-off is ending. But look, this sell-off's been happening all day. This is 7 a.m., 8, 9. So this was our day. So this isn't really a daily. Is this a daily change of character? I guess so. It's starting to come up. Slight change of character. Not a big change of character. It's not like it's made it above this. So if it makes it above this trend line, that's a good signal. It's going to continue up. But again, there's just all these trend lines up here. We're at the top. Like, I mean, we only got 1,000 points before it hits the very top again. So that's just really scary. Are we actually going to buy in? Like, I didn't actually think that it consolidated good enough when it went down to 27,200. When it went to here, it exactly hit the tip of this. Like, to the T. Oh, that says 157. But it literally went down to 27,200. Now, this is back in October of 25. And it literally went right down to that. That was like its lowest point. 27,200. So it was like 3 away. So that kind of bothers me because like it didn't actually even touch. It didn't touch into any of this. And if you look at past consolidations, they dip down into, I don't know, hold on. If you look at past consolidations, like this one, for example, this one dipped into this. This one dipped into this. I don't know why I have this green marker here. So this low here dipped way into these highs here. This low here dipped into these highs here. This didn't dip into anything, but it's already shooting back up here at the 27,200. It's shooting back up here. It's like a ball bouncing. It's like boing, but I feel like there's gonna be another bounce. But the next bounce is gonna hit like 2,900. You know, it's like losing its velocity, and then it'll come back up. All right, the Mag 7 is up. So we're looking at the daily now. Let's see if you bought one micro contract. Oh yeah, well, I can't do that. Let's go up here. We'll sell for. I will sell. You took one contract and you just let it ride. It would be $5 grand just for one micro from last week. Or maybe that's 2 weeks ago. That's how you gotta trade, man. Just little tiny bit over a longer period. Less risk. I feel like streaming gives you a reason to just talk to yourself, but you're doing it because there's a possibility that one person's watching. So this week has 2 days left. Because it's Wednesday, according to this daily, probably. Is that what it is? No, Monday. We're still on Monday's candle. Damn. Oh, it's showing Monday, but that's the week. Never mind. Probably looking at Wednesday, so Friday. This hasn't gone anywhere. Probably needs to retest. Like come down to. That's not too far. So is the move up or down? I kind of feel like on the weekly the move might be down. Like it might go up to 29, but probably gonna end up down. Who knows? It's hitting resistance. You can't tell shit by the weekly. You get the overall move, but it's still only like 500 points up or down. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the 5-minute. So this is how I use the 5-minute to trade. MACD helps, but a lot of times it can't calm down enough to make sense. So then I use the RSI as another confluence along with it. And then I'm also using like trend lines, etc. But this is kind of going sideways. Obviously it is going up a little bit. I mean, this is a small move here. I don't think it's going to get too far past here, like the 2740 range. It might go up a little higher, 2750 range. I was really hoping for these yellow buys here. I was hoping it would dump. So my thought is it's going to go up or down. It did already break past this though, which is kind of cool. It did break past this. So these are higher. They keep going slightly higher. What is this going to retest here? Nothing. It is going higher. You know, this came down. I don't know. These slow markets are really weird. People can manipulate the shit out of it. And you have no idea where stuff is going. There's no control. This is showing that it's going back down. And still, like the RSI has been in the middle the whole time. There's no. It needs to go to like here or here area. And it's just straight up in the middle. Six, seven. Ooh, silver looks like it's maybe ready to come down. So I'll just sell one. I gotta wait for it to close though. Should just sold it, huh? A lot of times it'll come back up though. Sometimes like I buy it or I sell like short it, and then I'm like, shit, I could have gotten it a lot cheaper. And then when you buy it here, it comes back up and retests and it knocks out your stop loss if you have a stop loss in. That shit is way down. Yeah, buddy. Oof. Damn, somebody dumped that one. And the thing is you're in control. Think about it. If you were a trader and you looked at the RSI and it was at the top, what else are you going to do? You're going to dump it because that's what you think everybody's going to do. So that's why it dumps. It doesn't dump because it has to dump. It dumps because everybody is used to looking at these indicators. So everybody's just going to follow suit and they're going to do the same damn thing. You know what I mean? They're just going to do it because I'll sell it if it gets back up to here. And that's it. Today I had an order where I had my take profit, I had my stop loss. I had my take profit at 40 points because it was like the end of the day. And somebody just iceberged and it literally hit my take profit. And it didn't even show it. My take profit was like 30 points away and it just bloop. And I made all the money. I was like, okay. But that showed me that the market's bullish. That showed me that the market's bullish, which it is. Because it was right around one of these and it literally just bought up everything. No, it's going down even more. It'll get one green one. It gets one green one just to fuck with everybody, and that'll come back up, and I'll get my sell in. We'll see. Or maybe this is just... I mean, this is an upward trend. I should probably only be buying it. Oh, it's neutral. Shit. Fuck you, Dan. Neutral means I can do whatever I want to do. I mean, this shit is at 65, is at 120 like 6 months ago, so, or 8 months ago. So most people lost everything. Come on, come back up. Get my short. I mean, this is a trend, so got to keep a watchful eye out for this. So even if, so my take profit is probably just going to go right there. $160. We're at 65.12. So I'll go to 65. I'll go to 65.32. Right? Yeah, I can add. Oh my God, that's so far away. 200. Wait, what? No, fuck that, man. If I'm only making 160, then I gotta make this a little shorter. What's 16 divided by 3? Go. We'll do 50. There's like no volume on this shit. What's going on? This isn't even working. Come on, buddy. It's at a minute. So I think because of this doji, if it stays like, yeah, I was about to say, if it's not selling enough, people are going to want to buy it back. They're like, okay, fuck it, we're buying it. People aren't selling it down enough, we'll buy it. We might lose 55 bucks here, we'll see. Shit, we might come all the way back up to there before we roll that down. No, I think this is going to stay small. It's going to stay small because, I don't know, because of this. Yay, I'm just making shit up. Never mind. This did come crashing down, so we'll just put it there. No, don't go back down, come up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. No, we're in our new candle, so we'll see what happens. Stop teasing me from my... This is such a huge spread for 160 bucks. 40 points. Oh, come on. You even hit anything. Oh, it's like way over here hitting stuff. What did it hit here? Oh, the top of this. Oh, that was right at the top of that. You know, there's always an end of a candle somewhere if you go back far enough. No, it might not hit this at all. I mean, I'm on the 5 minutes, so a lot of the ends of these candles don't really have like a huge meaning, but I try to look at these candles as like 4-hour candles. So you try to get a big block and look at it. Okay, like this is like one big upward candle. And then it's going to have a little bit of retest before continuation. And we're buying the retest. Because we're stupid like that. This is like a pretty good upward trend here. I think it's following this trend, and that's the thing you got to remember again. Everybody moving this is a trader just like us, and they're probably looking at this and they're going, can't really go down below that. And if it does, it's a breakout to the bottom. Shit, it's so close to my short. I'm literally buying this based on... Come on, you were like a millimeter away. 65. Now, if that was my stop loss, I would have gotten hit. And there it goes. Invalidated. But I'm not going to pay that price. So it can go back up again. I can be in a loss for a little bit. I'm not doing that. Plus means I gotta put my stop loss further away, the whole shebang. I'm not doing that shit. Didn't hit my price. I'm not buying it. It did break through. So it basically said F you to the trend. Yeah, I don't see nothing. I see no trend. Other than higher lows right there. Little tiny 5-minute higher lows, which don't mean shit. It means shit to the people trading the 5-minute, I guess. I mean, this isn't a downward trend, but this may be the only downward trend, and it's really an upward trend, but in a bigger downward. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we missed it. Let's see. $12 left on this candle. We're gonna wait all this time. Oh, there it goes. Down, down. Yeah, I think we missed it. See, the problem is I wait for this candle to close. I waited for this candle to close, right? And then I wanted it to come back up and retest, and it just came like a millimeter away from my price, which it is what it is. But in a slow market like this, it may come up and just grab it and then go back down. We'll see. This one, look where this one opened, man. There's just no trades. Yep, that was my move. Let's just virtually see if it hits my take profit. Okay, we're in the trade. Yeah. We're not making money. We're watching it. This is a really big, I mean, if you looked at it from all the way up here, which is this trend line that I just made, because it would have been like here and gone past it. Dude. So it's definitely curving down now. So the RSI hit the top here. I should have just went off the RSI, you see. It was right at the top. But the thing is it ended here. That's at the top. And then when this opened, it went all the way up. So the problem is if you buy in on this candle, you would have gotten stopped out because you wouldn't have had your stop loss all the way up there. You know, and if you had some heavy buy-in, you'd be at a $20,000 loss there or something. So it's just, no, it's not. I'm lying. That's only freaking 8 points. I'm so zoomed in right now. Never mind. These candles are like little itsy bitsy candles. I just made them look big. And that just shows that you can fake yourself out really easily. I've been on other timelines and bought in thinking I was on like the hour and I'm on the 5 minute or vice versa. Pays to pay attention. All right, well that's going down. Let's just continue to see if I would have hit profit. So it's definitely going to make a move down here I'd say for at least 3 or 4 more candles. It's going to make a move down before probably hitting this trend line and coming back up, which is good. I mean, you never know. This thing could come down, and retest this. And what is it, 8:54? Oh shit, 6 minutes. Six minutes before 9 o'clock. I'm gonna get out of this because Here, we'll just put a line here at take profit. And I'm going to close out of this. It is going down into this fair value gap here. Oh no, there was no fair value gap because this freaking red candle came all the way down. Retesting, maybe to here, maybe to here. Let's say to here. Because it's a big, nasty candle. Is it retest there? Didn't do anything, it's just gonna go down. It's like re-hitting this. I'm tired. Okay, well, I'm sitting here looking at silver. I think that hit my take profit. What do y'all think? Yep, that would have hit my take profit. Okay, well, GG's, bro. Didn't win, I didn't lose, but that would have hit my take profit. And look, and that definitely would have hit my take profit. Nice. Yeah, and it's stuck there. That's funny. I just did it at 40 points. I didn't really do it at a level of support. But I feel like the slow markets, like when I look at it, you gotta cut everything in like thirds. Here we go. I don't think that's the end of it, but maybe it is. It's 8:56. There's gonna be more volume at 9. Let's go to MNQ and see where that's at. MNQ is still is that a candle? Oh, that went all the way up past. Yeah, this is definitely looking bullish. This is definitely looking bullish. I mean, it has a bullish angle to it. This went from this drop all the way to like coming up. This was dropping all day, and then this huge pickup here, and now it's just consolidating. I think it's just consolidating before a bigger move up, but that bigger move up may be like have a ceiling to it around here. Like, okay, so this is a 1 hour like fair value gap that's marked based on like these candles. So usually what I see it do is it comes all the way up, goes through that fair value gap, comes up into this consolidation here, and then it dumps back down. But I don't feel safe buying it here. I feel safe buying it on the, because this is kind of in a buy technical. I really want to buy the long. So like, and I think I did actually earlier today buy some of this and make some money. Obviously I'm not still holding it. It's kind of going sideways now, but I bought into, I think I bought it here. I bought it here, and then I rode this up and I sold it. Just this little tiny thing here on the 5 minute too. Oof, that looks like shit. I mean, it looks like a buy. $3.50. Woo, big money. I don't think I'm gonna make 20. I think we're going at 867, so I'll do 907. No way. Oh, there we go. Dude, there's just too many points here. We're gonna make $5. We're gonna lose 5. We made $1. The contract costs $1, so we gotta make $2. Oh, I think the contract's actually $1.50, so we can't get out yet. Will we make $5? I should have just done that with the silver. Just sold it. Didn't wait for the perfect entry. Because I sure as hell didn't get the perfect entry here. I'm just tired of sitting here. Silva. Ooh, look at that. Big move up. Nice. That'll take out some stop losses. Big move up. All of these are pushing up. $3. We're halfway there, man. You know what? I like being up $3. Oh, $2.50. Damn it. We're going shopping. Silva. Nice moves. It's 902. Now, I feel like it should hit this. What is this big? Yeah, look at that. It's okay, MNQ, see where we're at. Just nothing pushing past anything. That is so tiny. That's our 9 o'clock candle there. Wow. It's going to be like a 9:05 push, 9:10 push. See, when you see these big tall candles, it makes me wonder. A lot of times that's a push down. Not because of the wick, but I feel like it's pushing out the trend line. Like it's getting us ready for that. And it's like the middle of the tent, you know? Nope. Just pushing past me. Oh no, maybe it is respecting my tent. Oh no, that shit's going up. Definitely an upward trend. This is a higher, but it's a red candle. Like it's higher, but it ended up dipping and retreating. Which is basically a fucking liquidity grab. I mean, I don't think people are grabbing too much liquid here at 8:35. But hell yeah. All right, so this is the daily high here. That came up a little bit. This is okay, so we're looking at silvers again. I mean, this did come up, but man, it's really not testing worth a shit, dude. It didn't test this. It, I guess, respected this, but I mean, the way I look at it kind of invalidates if I'm looking at wicks. That's just retesting the fair value gap. But I don't like the fact that we're going into all this red here. We're going into this. And there's a lot of consolidation here. Lots of consolidation. And no volume, so I hate getting into something that where I'm just like losing for 30 minutes and then winning for 30 minutes and then losing for 30 minutes and then eventually I lose because that's, I mean, this is definitely it's not really, I don't know, it's going up. Kind of respected the trend line the same way this one did. Like it's just right under it. And now we're having this downward push. But higher lows and higher highs. And look at that green volume. That's a lot of volume. High volume on the green candles, low volume on the red candles. Definitely an upward trend. But the upward trend is getting up pretty high. I want to buy it down here. And the RSI is down here, so I'm going to buy it here. Here. But I don't want to hold this. I just want to sell it up here. Go to lunch. I mean, Q isn't doing shit. Also on an upward trend from here today around 2:30ish. That was a good one. And like I said, I caught it. I caught this too. Just this first leg though. Bought it right here. Now we're going up into this. I'm on the 5, but this is a 1 hour fair value gap that I have marked. So if we're going up a little bit. I have this marked for like a hardcore sell. And these are buys, and right now we're just in the middle. a touch of that trend line. $29,500 is pretty, you know, that's a decent low for a market that is supposed to be at all-time highs by the end of August based on a bunch of rich-ass people that have been buying into options. So this thing is not moving at all. It's just like hitting a brick wall right here. Silver's pushing up, that's good. It's kind of invalidating this. This trend is a Tuesday trend, so this is not shit. I would say this peak is invalidated. So for this, what do I have here? It's definitely a good, like, I mean, you can tell that's a good bottom. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm going to like peak to peak there. Ooh, wait, no. Can't be making shit up here. Oh, okay, so that's what I was. This looks like a Head and Shoulders. This thing is going to be 38 bucks. You always think you're making money, and then you look at the daily and you're like, we're fucked, man. We're just like, we're swimming at the top of a deep, deep ocean, constantly just hoping we stay afloat. Just hoping we don't get a daily downward trend just to even us all out. I guess if you put in your stop loss, you don't really, it takes a little stress away. You just can't be a wimp with it. I think you can be ballsy with your stop loss if you're wimpy with your buy-in. But if you're ballsy with your buy-in, fuck, man, it's hard to put that thing out there, you know? Drag it out and you're like a negative $87,000 or something. That shit is scary. It's good to trade what you're comfortable losing. And it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're a cheap bitch, you don't like losing a lot of money, then you can't play with big amounts of money because you're going to get nervous. If you don't care, you know when I don't care the most? When I have a really good month and I'm like up 6 figures, then I'm like, oh yeah, I can waste money. It's fine. And then I have a bad month after that. So I think it's good to kind of be a little frugal. Short arms and deep pockets. Because if you are investing less money, you can let it ride a little bit longer. You know, you're not like scalping. You're not in there like, okay, shit, once this thing turns downwards, like I'm immediately selling it. No, like you can let it ride for a few days and then you can invest less capital and make more money and, you know, spend time with your kids. What is this? Wait, what? That's weird. marked out so exact. Like this. Oh, that's why, because it was in the 4 hour. I get it. Understood. So, okay, so we have a nice downward move. MACD shows the green is fading. RSI is dipping. The problem is it just didn't get high enough, though. It just never reached up here, which, I don't know. It's a big-ass volume candle. And this is, I mean, it's losing some steam here, but this has got to basically break through here before it's an actual downward trend. And I'm not even trying to buy. I'm not trying to short. I'm trying to buy, so I'd rather it come way down to a better area. Okay, so we have a nice green area there. So that's kind of where I would like to buy, is like here somewhere. Which I think it's going to get back there, but it's probably not going to be tonight. And it's probably going to go all the way to, it's going to go to that weird fucking line there. It's going to literally go, there's a lot of it. Or, I mean, we're at all-time highs here. There's nothing we could do here. And this is a huge downward trend line from when we were stacked, yeah, here. So this is all-time highs. Then we hit this last peak here, and then we just shit the bed. So I'm waiting for this too. We touched here. When was that? That was August 5th. Right? Yeah. Oh no, that's not even the trend line, bro. It's the one up top, right? Yeah, this is the bigger one here. This one is just one that I got here in June 22nd. That is actually really good. I'd rather follow that one because it's more of a shorter time frame one. So August 5th. Okay, we're coming here, but we're tapping it twice, like August 5th and then August 10th, so 5 days apart we're tapping it. I feel like we're knocking on a door we're about to walk through, but then we're just gonna walk through that door, and then we still have this 30,600. But I mean, really, what this is showing me is either we're just tapping this and then going back down. But I think with Hormuz, um, because the war has to be split into like the Strait of Hormuz and then like our war with Iran, they're like separate things. The Strait affects the economy of many nations, so we have to work that out. So that may provide some relief, but what's the real outcome of the war? Is this World War III? Are we going to continue this? I mean, there's a lot of play there, and they know it, and they can make a lot of money off headlines. So I feel like there will be some temporary relief, and we may hit highs, but I don't feel like it's going to be strong until like earnings are coming out and stuff like that. Like we're really going to have to. I mean, the thing is, the war doesn't necessarily affect this Nasdaq because Nasdaq was on an upward trend since March 30th when we were still in war, and we were in an upward trend all the way from March 30th, all the way, basically up until a little bit ago. So the war doesn't really matter. The Nasdaq can go straight up through the roof in the war. The problem is when you look at the daily, that's just a big fat bulge. I mean, it went down and retested here, which is good. But yeah, I think we're just gonna keep going up, man. Up, up, up. Because we have this huge leg up now from here, which was the end of the last day of July there, or July 30th. Huge daily candles up. Consolidation. But let's look at when this was at all-time highs. I mean, what goes up has to come back down. That was kind of a bulge. This, I mean, look, this went down, this went up. This was up above this, which signaled like a really good uptrend, and then it totally retreated, and this retreated all the way back down into this, and this retreated way down into this previous high months prior. But us, we just tapped the very tip of this. I mean, we didn't even tap it. We were 3 points away from it, $3 away from it. So we didn't even touch this, and there's nothing else here. So it didn't even touch it. So I almost feel like, even though I know that Nasdaq always goes up, I really just feel like, why didn't we touch it? We didn't touch it. It was almost like foreshadowing that, like, yeah, I'm coming back for this, because I didn't actually consolidate into this at all, which scares me a little bit. So I feel like, I mean, obviously it's going to continue up long term, but short term, I don't know. It makes me nervous. All right, so nice little downtrend. Didn't break any of this consolidation here. I mean, it broke above it a little bit, but we're breaking that trend line. So that's pretty invalidated. There we go. Still in the middle of the RSI. We had 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Still nothing crazy. I mean, on short time frame, I don't really see any good patterns. I guess this is where we're at here. Nah. I mean, it's kind of signaling a downward. No, I mean, that's upward. Into this 1 hour fair value gap. I mean, it tested it here, but nothing else retested it. These are just equal highs. Where are we at on 30? We're just on like the tip of the... Like that's more accurate, I think. I mean, I know that's more accurate, but I feel like this is going up, but we need to touch some real areas. I mean, I'd love for it to go down into this, but got 2.5 minutes left on this candle. I mean, this is slowly breaking down. There's like a fucking harp here. You wouldn't catch me in this choppy ass market. This needs to touch some big areas before I want to buy it. It needs to touch like here, or I don't know, up here. This is just playing around. This is going to be one of those 2 a.m., 4 a.m. plays, Eastern, where it just does bullshit and then it actually gets its act together and starts moving in a direction. People are probably just waiting on news. Oh shit, am I? Okay. Okay, Al Jazeera. U.S. fires missiles at cargo ship violating Strait of Hormuz blockade. Okay, well that's fucked up. Let's look at oil. Yeah, oil's definitely going up. The thing about oil is that this thing is going to get worked out pretty quick. So 83 is good because shit, you can put in a bunch of shorts on this. I mean, this thing's just been going up. Ooh, there we go. That's what we need to hit right there. We need to get up into this bad boy. Sometimes I think they just bomb these ships just to make this happen, and then they can get in the trade. So we're definitely changed character here on the 1 hour. So we're up. We're big time up since Monday. Well, we didn't really get past it until today, or 2 a.m. 2 a.m. on Tuesday, 2, 3 a.m. we went up, and then it came way down today, and now we're inching right back up. I don't even know why I have this marked out. Oh, this was my sell. I had this marked as a sell. I don't know though. We just bombed some people. See, oil is where news really counts. Whoops. It is respecting it though. But there's a 1 hour fair value gap. So it may respect that, go back, retest it, and then continue upwards. So it's invalidated for me. Definitely continuing up for a little bit. For at least, what is this? This is way down. Okay, so if I see this, there was a big sell here, and then this is starting to go away into green. And if you notice, all these, if you follow the dotted line, all these are green candles, like where the selling like tapered off on the MACD down here, and then following it up on the candles. But this is really small, which means it's going to go into green. But is it going to make it past this range here, 84.64? Because I guess what I was trying to say is a deal has to be made in a few weeks, or like countries going to not, certain countries, limited, not us, but they're not going to have oil. So like something has to happen. Or at least they have to pretend something's happening. There's obviously ships still coming in and out. I think we're just losing and we're trying to fuck with everybody. Let me go to the 5 on this. It already invalidated on the 5. It's definitely a nice little range there. There we go. It's just kind of like it's going like this. I think we need to get it up to 90 before we dump it. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a decent change of character here from these. I think we're going to go up and test this. I mean, this is big boy shit. So we're at 93 there. If we can get up to the top of this, that'll be a nice drop. 87. Oh, 87, that's perfect. Because when you 87 something, you end it. Right? Yeah. Let's go right to 87. Ooh, look at that. That almost went up there and dumped. May be a high. 7. Oh. Damn, gold is holding. MNQ's kind of come down. Let me look at the 5. No, the 30. Oh no, it's still in the middle. Jones came up for 1 second. Like it tapped, it came up, and we traded that. And that was it. And continuing down. That is a fucking 955 too. Wow. It's not really that big of a dip though. So tiny. It's a nice marker though. This really isn't dipping more than this yet, so this may dip a little bit more. Who knows? Maybe the war's ending, so industrials are go down. Is that what it is? Silver did go decently into this before coming back down. It's like 65.36, 65.01. Like literally not even 40 points change. It's so small. But silver, you make a lot of money because it's only $65. So I like trading silver. And it is explosive upward. You're really gambling, like shorting silver is like shorting the NASDAQ or the S&P 500. It's just the move upward can be explosive. Like when gold is up 3%, silver is up like 8%. So you can make a lot of money on silver. And this is being very respective of this trend. I mean, it's not touching though, is it? My luck is like I wait for the 20th time for it to touch, and then that's when it goes back down. So I like to look at the RSI. I like to see like even if it taps this, if it's not at the bottom of this like dying, then like super oversold. I don't want it. I probably have too many confluences, but